We are recording, hopefully I look good. So I finally got my hand on the Nintendo Switch 2, and the journey was not smooth. In fact, it almost didn't happen. Let's get into it. There we go. Hi. Hey. Hey there, it's Brooklyn Tish. I'm back with yet another video, and this time we're talking Nintendo Switch 2. So before we get to that, on April 26th at around 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., I secured my pre-order of the Nintendo Switch 2 from Walmart, and it was surprisingly easy. I paid in full, no monthly payment, and so I thought I was safe when all of these other people were complaining about the cancellations of their pre-orders. Well, it was scheduled to arrive on launch date, which was June 5th. But then something happened. The day before the launch, my order was canceled. Thanks a lot, Walmart. No explanation, no warning, just canceled. I called Walmart. The rep was super nice. I'll give them that. He acknowledged that I was a longtime customer for decades. Made me feel really old. And there was nothing that he could do. Look out for an email, he said. That never came. No email. So I took matters into my own hands. And on June 5th, launch date at 1 in the morning, maybe 12:30 a.m., I went on a virtual line. It was pretty quick. Got my reorder of the Nintendo Switch 2. To my shock, I was able to order it. It arrived a few days later during a very heavy rainstorm, so I was worried about the box. But even then, still disappointment. I've seen other YouTubers who received their box with a Mario theme. Not me. Major fail, Walmart. So I don't know if I'm gonna order from them in the future. It was a major fail from start to finish, but when I got it, to my surprise, it didn't disappoint at all. So let's dive in. Let's take a closer look. All right, I'm gonna do this quickly before I run into any more tech issues. I'm having all kinds of tech issues today, but all right, so I finally got the Nintendo Switch 2. This is, I opted for the Mario Kart World version of it. This one here. So it does come with the full game, but it's a downloadable code, not a physical cartridge, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you get it for $50 rather than getting it later for $80. And for the physical cartridge, I believe it's $90. So let's take a look. All right, I can already see that the screen is a hell of a lot bigger. The controllers, the Joy-Cons, are larger. So just as a quick comparison, there's the screen on the new Switch 2. This is the Lite. Look how small these are. Here's your monitor comparison, the screen comparison. You have the original one, and here's the Joy-Con comparison. One is clearly a lot larger than the other, and it looks a lot like they're going to be a lot more comfortable on the hands, especially for those of you who have larger hands. My husband is one of them, so I'll do follow-up videos on this. So this is the comparison. So for the hand and the grip, it's pretty big. I like it. I'm very excited about that. Just a better grip. All right, I'm gonna detach it. If you remember in the first one, for those of you who don't have the first one, you just press this little button and it slides. These new ones are supposed to be magnetic, so it's gonna be a lot bit easier form factor. Here's that massive screen. Oh, look at that, that is so nice. So just for comparison, here is number 2 and here is number 1. Wow, look at that. Look at that difference. It's pretty nice. They have mentioned that there's a protection on the screen. So they're telling you not to remove it. And I probably wouldn't have removed it had they not told me, because it just doesn't look like some sort of a film. But there is a film on there to protect the screen just in case you drop it. And so it doesn't shatter into a million pieces, but rather it kind of stays contained. It's safety first. USB-C, the speakers are a lot larger here. So again, for comparison, a lot larger here. USB-C at the bottom of the dock, and the kickstand, from what I hear, is set up more like it's metal, and you can prop it up or you can hang it. It feels pretty sturdy. So that'll be interesting. I can do future videos on that. But there's the Nintendo Switch 2 and the original Switch. If you remember, that original kickstand was god awful, and that's where your SD card went. I'm going to turn this box to the side so that you can see it a little bit better. We're going to pull out the Joy-Cons, see what those look like. Really nice, clicky. Second Joy-Con. Here we go. All right, again, for comparison, we have the Switch 2 and those Joy-Cons. Switch 1 and those Joy-Cons. There's an immediate larger difference here. The one thing that was really difficult sometimes was that little click. I don't know if you just heard it. You used to slide them in and the button would click on the back right here. This is supposed to be a little bit different. Now we have the magnetic one. So let me try these. Let's see if they work. And from what I hear, it's very satisfying. Ooh, that is nice. Very easy. I like that. It just immediately attracted magnets, the power of magnets, really nice. I dig this. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful device. All right, let's see what else is in the box. All right, pull this out. So it looks like there's some paper. It looks like there's some paperwork here. Standard paperwork for the Nintendo Switch 2. HDMI cable, which I probably won't need, but it's good to know that they have it. This is the HDMI Ultra High Speed cable. So that's essentially what you want. So make sure that you have that already. If not, it came in the box. These are the straps. We should try those straps before we move on the Joy-Cons. All right. So let's see these. It's kind of a plastic. It's kind of like the other ones. The other ones used to slide through with the plus and the minus, and they were a pain to get going. Let me see how easy these are. So same idea, only this time without the button being here, it's on the side and it just lifts. Nice. That was a lot easier. Let me see how easy it is to connect these. Is it this way? Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So I have to press the button. See how easy this is. Oh yeah, that was a lot easier. And then to take it off, let's see. Yep, much easier than the originals. The originals were really a pain, and often I'd have people over, or my daughter would have people over, and they would struggle with trying to put these on. So these are great for the high activity games. So we'll put these to the side for now. Here's your paperwork. All right, let's bring that back. So I just pulled this off the top. What else do we got here? This power brick, which is different from the original. I don't think it had a power brick like this. So it is detachable to the cord. Here's your standard USB-C that goes to the Nintendo Switch. Probably says Nintendo all over it. The Joy-Con controller. And again, this one is supposed to be magnetic. I do have the original for comparison. So Switch 1, Switch 2, and again, this one, they clipped in. So of course, I will show you that. All right, so here's the original. Slide in. And then it's ready to go. Press the buttons to release. So not terrible, but not the greatest. I really needed more room here. Okay, so I'm gonna need some time to get used to that. Pull it. Easy peasy. But this time there's no slide, it's just, and you go, nice. That's beautiful. I'm really enjoying this already. This was worth the wait, I think, so far. Presentation's nice. Controller's definitely bigger. Feels like it's going to be a lot more comfortable for the hands. Yeah, this is really, really nice. Maybe less cramping on the hands because I suffer from that for sure. Nice. You definitely had to be more gentle with the original Joy-Cons. And the only reason why I was always so gentle with it is because I saw so many people destroy their Joy-Cons, and there were just so many reports on the original ones. All right, this I'm assuming is the rather larger dock. And I hear there's a roundness to it. So here it is. The back cover, from what I've seen, just pops off. So let's see how easy that is without killing. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so there's the back. HDMI out, the AC adapter, and a landline, which is smart because if you're going to be playing these high resolution games, you might want to be plugged in. I have more accessories coming, but this is just, again, this is just initial. When I get more things, I'll be dropping probably some shorts and some various videos. But for a comparison, this is the original Nintendo Switch. It is definitely a lot smaller. So let's put them side by side because that's important. All right, Nintendo Switch 2. Switch 1, definitely smaller, right? And profile. So the Nintendo Switch still slides in between. And then here is the back. Bit different. I heard some people complaining about this, but I don't lose my stuff, so I think I'll be fine. Okay, let's see how easily this slides into the dock. You always want to be really careful when you put this in. Okay, nice. So this is the profile. It looks decent, looks nice. And it looks like there are, I already spotted some feet underneath with some more air flow under there. Probably because of that high frame rate and resolution is very, very different. So this little baby is going to be moving that fan for sure. So you're going to want to get some nice airflow there. All right, this is nice. Let's turn this baby on. I want to plug it in and see how it's going. Again, these are just initial impressions of it, but so far this is a beautiful, beautiful console. I'm really excited to start playing with it. All right, let's turn her on. On button. Ooh, pretty. Oh, this is so cute already. I love it. I am in the US, so English. America. And of course, we gotta accept that license agreement, otherwise you're not going anywhere. All right, here's my internet settings. Let's take a look. We're looking for, of course, Villain's Hideout. All right, it's gonna download an update, so I'll set that aside. I don't know why it thinks I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in New York, brother. New York, but not Montreal. There we go. New York, Montreal, and Toronto. With Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. All right, it's telling me how to use the stand, and we can attach the adapter. So I really like that feature that you can attach it to the top, because sometimes you just want to play it without the dock. And I'm hearing that the resolution and the frame rate in handheld mode is so much nicer than the dock. And it's probably because a lot of the games haven't been released yet. So, you know, there are gamers out there that they're already being annoying about it. It just came out. Like, let's relax a little bit. To move some connections here. So remember, you can plug her in up here and at the bottom, and this is going to be really also nice for that camera. I have a really nice camera coming, so it's telling me to use the stand, so why don't we use the stand? Nice. There we go. But I kind of want you to see what's happening here. All right. So we're gonna go through the whole release the button, which I've already kind of discovered. So it's pretty intuitive. Now you notice when you put it back, it lights up on the side the color of the actual Joy-Con. So this, in this case, the left side is blue and the right side is orange. Wow, that's like on there. I had to pull it hard, and I'm pretty gentle with stuff. All right, so they want me to remove both, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I guess I'm a little too gentle with it. It's like, jam it, pull it out. All right, we're gonna follow the instructions. It says select next with the controller you removed. Okay. Do you want to connect to a TV and play on a larger screen? We'll do that later. You can use the accessories that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con controllers. I don't think I need that. That was pretty self-explanatory. And I can choose a style. You can change it at any time. Okay, that's cool. All right, I have a system complete. Isn't that okay? And you can choose not to transfer anything if this is your first Nintendo Switch system. In my case, this isn't my first Nintendo Switch system, so I'm going to do a system transfer. And again, you want to make sure that your other device is already updated and ready to go. So if you haven't done that, you should do that before continuing, because that's important. It's not going to work. I like the music. It's really calming and grounding and soothing. My system, my original system, has decided to do an update to Fortnite right now. This is my daughter's fault because she was just playing Fortnite yesterday and didn't close out. So this is a lesson for you. Make sure that all of your stuff is updated on your original console before you try to do a start and system setup. But at least we get to listen to some music while we wait. Okay, now it's asking me to sign into my Nintendo account. All right, we're gonna move this system and the source system close together to transfer the data. It's time for a data transfer. So I'm gonna move these closer together so you can see what's going on. So we're gonna transfer the system information from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. And it looks like it's pretty simple. Again, if you didn't update your original, whatever console you have, whether it's the Lite, the One, or the OLED, you won't be able to move it over rather rapidly, and you won't even have this selection, so make sure you do that. I knew it was gonna ask me for the adapter, and I didn't have it, so I had to run back to the family room to get it. So now we'll just get started. They're all connected, ready to go. And just keep in mind that all of the accounts that you have on the Switch that you're replacing or switching over to the Switch 2, they're gonna be transferred over to the Switch 2. This will kind of be the main console now. Looks like there's 7 minutes left, so I'm gonna go grab some more, something to drink, some water, and I'll be right back. Almost ready. All right, it's ready. The theme color from the source system will be carried over. Nice. All right, it looks like this is complete, so we're gonna just hit the home button and see what happens. We can start to do a comparison here. And I already have the Joy-Cons ready to go in the little holder. I haven't gotten a Pro controller yet, and I don't know if I will. I'm gonna try this out for about a week, and I'm gonna let the Nintendo Switch madness die down a little bit, and then hopefully I can get my hands on a controller. All right, I'm gonna press the home button, see what happens. Ooh, that's pretty. Really nice. So cool. So it's definitely different, a little bit more animated, and here we go. They're starting to download, and I hope it doesn't start downloading all of my stuff because I'm waiting for my SD card. But we can start to load something. Let me see if I can load anything. I don't think I'm gonna be able to load anything. Yeah, so there you have it. This is my initial unboxing for the Nintendo Switch 2. If you have any questions or any interest in the Nintendo Switch 2 that I haven't had a chance to answer, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them and try it out for you. Also, let me know if you're thinking of purchasing a Nintendo Switch 2, if you already have a Nintendo Switch and want to do an upgrade, or you're just not buying it and you're skipping out on this release. Let me know in the comments what you think.
I hope you like what you saw. Before I let you go, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps me loads to grow my channel.
And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.